Feeding your cat may seem like one of the simplest daily routines. You scoop the food, fill the bowl, and watch them eat. But behind that simple act lies something far more powerful. Every portion, every routine, every pause between meals shapes your cat's organs, hormones, and emotional balance for years to come. Cats don't count calories or follow schedules. They follow instinct, rhythm, and trust. And when feeding becomes consistent, calm, and thoughtful, their whole body responds with balance, confidence, and health. So don't just think about when you feed your cat. Think about how that moment feels, because behind every meal lies something deeper: safety, presence, and love. Most cat owners believe feeding twice a day is the golden rule. Morning and night, nice and balanced. It feels structured, reliable, even responsible. But what if that well-intentioned routine could silently harm your cat? The truth is, how often and how much you feed them depends on more than convenience. It depends on biology, age, lifestyle, and even emotional health. Today, I'll share the real science behind feline feeding frequency, and how small changes in your cat's diet can dramatically improve their health, mood, and lifespan. Welcome to Cat Care Academy, where we blend science, compassion, and daily practice to help every cat live a longer, calmer, and happier life. Here, we don't just love cats, we understand them. Because being a great cat parent isn't only about affection, it's about awareness, observation, and connection. So, let's uncover the truth behind your cat's feeding habits and how to make every meal a moment of wellness. Point 1. Kittens from birth to 8 weeks, nature's formula only. Newborn kittens are entirely dependent on their mother's milk. It contains the perfect balance of protein, fat, antibodies, and enzymes that no commercial food can replicate. Feeding solid food before 8 weeks can damage their fragile digestive system, cause diarrhea, and weaken immunity for life. If a kitten is orphaned, the only safe alternative is a commercial kitten milk replacer, never cow's milk. Cow's milk causes bloating, cramps, and malnutrition. During these first 2 months, nutrition isn't just food, it's foundation. Every sip shapes their future digestion, growth, and strength. What happens in these early weeks defines your cat's lifelong vitality. Point 2. 2 to 3 months. The curiosity stage. At this age, kittens burn through calories faster than you can blink. Their tiny bodies are building muscle, bone, and coordination all at once. That's why they need 4 to 5 small meals per day. Not because they're spoiled, but because they're growing. Their stomachs are small, and long gaps between meals can cause dangerous drops in blood sugar, known as hypoglycemia. If you've ever seen a kitten tremble, get wobbly, or suddenly tired before a meal, that's not laziness. It's a cry for help. Consistent small meals keep their energy stable and their mood balanced. Skipping even one can leave lasting effects on their tiny hearts and minds. Have you ever noticed your kitten getting restless or vocal before meals? Tell me in the comments. Sometimes those little signals are their way of saying, "I'm hungry, but I trust you'll take care of me." Point 3. 3 to 6 months. The transition to routine. Now your kitten's body is getting stronger, but their digestion is still developing. This is the perfect time to slowly shift from 5 meals to 3 or 4 per day. But gradual change is key. Reducing food too quickly can trigger vomiting, bloating, or food anxiety. Feeding small, consistent portions at the same times each day helps regulate hormones, metabolism, and even behavior. Cats thrive on predictability. It lowers stress and strengthens the bond they feel with you. In fact, feline behaviorists say many naughty habits in young cats, like meowing at night or biting playfully, often trace back to irregular feeding times. Routine is not just physical nourishment, it's emotional safety. Point 4. 6 months to 1 year, the adolescent phase. Now your cat is a teenager, curious, independent, and full of energy. At this stage, you can transition to 2 to 3 meals per day, depending on activity level and body type. Indoor cats who nap often may do well on 2 meals, while playful, energetic cats may need 3. Always measure portions based on weight and energy, not just habit. Overfeeding can lead to obesity, one of the most common health issues in cats today. Studies from Hill's Pet Nutrition show that overweight cats are at higher risk for diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. Feeding measured portions and setting meal times helps keep metabolism steady, weight stable, and mood calm. Remember, the healthiest cats aren't the ones who eat the most. They're the ones who eat smart. Point 5. Adult cats. When routine becomes risk. For adult cats, 2 meals a day seems simple enough, but not all cats thrive on it. Large breeds or active outdoor cats may need 3 smaller meals, while indoor cats may do better with controlled portions and light snacks throughout the day. The biggest mistake? Leaving food out all the time. Free feeding, as it's called, may sound convenient, but it's one of the top contributors to feline obesity and digestive issues. According to the Association of American Feed Control Officials, AAFCO, consistent feeding times support better metabolism and prevent overeating. Scheduled feeding also strengthens the human-cat bond, because each meal becomes a moment of connection, not just consumption. Point 6. Senior cats. Gentle nutrition for aging bodies. As cats grow older, their metabolism slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and hydration becomes more critical. Dividing meals into 3 or 4 smaller portions throughout the day helps maintain steady blood sugar, reduces nausea, and improves medication absorption. Senior cats often experience decreased thirst, so mixing wet and dry food, or adding warm water or broth, supports kidney and liver function. According to studies by the Cornell Feline Health Center, senior cats who eat smaller moisture-rich meals show better energy, smoother digestion, and lower stress levels. Feeding your older cat gently is more than nutrition. It's respect for their aging body and spirit. Point 7. The hidden factor: speed of eating. Even if your feeding schedule is perfect, how your cat eats matters as much as when. Cats that eat too quickly risk vomiting, choking, or indigestion. Fast eating is often emotional, a leftover instinct from survival, where food was scarce. You can slow them down easily using puzzle feeders or divided bowls, which transform mealtime into a calming experience. Behavioral studies show that cats who eat slowly release more serotonin, the happiness hormone. Mealtime should never be a race. It's a ritual of peace and trust. Let feeding be mindful, not mechanical. Point 8. The wet versus dry debate. Many cat owners wonder whether wet or dry food is better. The truth? Both have benefits, and both can harm if used incorrectly. Dry food supports dental health and convenience, but it's dehydrating if it's the only thing offered. Wet food provides hydration and is easier to digest, especially for seniors. The ideal diet often includes a mix of both, balancing moisture and nutrients. Cats naturally get most of their water from prey, so feeding only dry kibble can lead to chronic dehydration and urinary issues. Research from the Cornell University College of Veterinary Medicine confirms that hydration is one of the most overlooked factors in feline wellness. Point 9. The emotional side of feeding. For cats, feeding isn't just biological, it's emotional communication. When you feed them consistently and with presence, they associate you with comfort and safety. Skipping or delaying meals creates stress, anxiety, and even behavioral issues like overgrooming or aggression. A calm, predictable feeding moment tells your cat, "You are safe." And when they eat peacefully, you'll notice softer eyes, slower tail movements, and a relaxed body posture. Feeding time is bonding time, a silent conversation between you and your cat that builds trust beyond words. Point 10. The real secret: mindful feeding. Science may explain the how, but love explains the why. Feeding your cat with awareness, noticing their habits, preferences, and emotions, turns routine into relationship. Notice how they wait near the bowl, how their whiskers twitch with excitement, how they look up at you before eating. Those moments are connection in motion. The healthiest feeding routine isn't the one that follows a strict clock. It's the one filled with intention, respect, and peace. Because feeding isn't just nutrition, it's presence. It's a daily promise that says, "I see you, I care, and I'm here." There is no universal feeding rule, only what's right for your cat's age, body, and soul. Pay attention to their appetite, stools, coat, and behavior. These signs tell you more about their health than any manual ever could. Feeding isn't a mechanical act. It's communication, care, and connection. Every meal says something about love, rhythm, and trust. When you fill that bowl, you're not just nourishing the body, you're nurturing the bond. As the sound of the bowl touches the floor and your cat lifts their eyes toward you, let that moment mean something. It's not just hunger being met, it's love being spoken, silently, sincerely, every single day. Feed with care. Live with kindness. Let love be the lasting flavor.